Good morning, everybody, and a very, very invigorating good morning. So here we are enjoying the fresh air and sunshine of this beautiful hill resort in Munnar in Kerala. So yesterday we were talking about the body. Okay? And today I'm going to talk to you about how are you responding to the messages that your body is giving you. Are you even aware of the subtlety of the messages that we sometimes receive? So that's something which we will talk about as we go along today. Okay. I have a very funny question for you today. Who are you? I want you to think about this. Close your eyes for a moment and think. Who are you? And who are you being most of the time? Who are you? And the only answer you will have is the way you see yourself is what you think you are. So I can ask the question in two ways. One is who are you? Or I can ask you, who do you think you are? And the second question would be, who are you being as you go about the business, the daily business of living your life? Now, don't think too much about it. Whatever the first answers came, it'll be nice if you let us know that. Who do you think you are? And who are you being most of the time? And don't worry about getting right or wrong answer. Whatever is the first answer in your mind, you can go ahead and say that. So I cannot see your hands. So you
Kasha
can.
here, sir.
Yeah, Kasha, unmute and speak.
Kasha, Neeti, Priya.
Okay, so first Kasha, then Neeti, then Priya. One after the other, please.
What I feel is, I feel that I'm a infinite being, but what I'm trying to be is, someone that what I am really. I'm not being what my real potential is. I'm trying to please people, or I'm trying to be convincing. So from that, I'm shifting to what my real self is. So
Yeah,
that's
but
what I.
so good. You just told us how you see yourself, number one, and you told us what you are not being.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us what are you being in whatever it is that you're doing, like you are trying to please people or whatever. So what are you being? I mean, who's the guy who wants to be pleasing others? What
It's
being
myself.
are
It's
you a
myself.
pathetic guy?
It's myself, sir. Just
Who you are is a guy who wants to please others? Is that the real you?
no.
That's definitely not the infinite being, no?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much for sharing that. And Neeti?
So what's come to me is I'm a chosen being, and yes, in the last 2 days I have been feeling very different, and I am working towards living up to that phrase of chosen being.
All right. Can you say something more about what is this chosen being?
It is a sudden awareness that I'm getting on potentially what I can achieve and how do I move forward and deliver what I am destined to deliver in this life. I yet do not know what it all is about, but there is some direction I am beginning to get.
Mhm.
So I feel, in common language, I would say I'm feeling like a very blessed soul.
Yeah, now what is coming to me energetically is a kind of reminder,
Mhm,
all of us who have been given this privilege of being born in a human body
mhm.
are actually privileged, because there are a lot of souls who would not be born in the human body. I
Yes.
mean, they could be in some animal or a stone or a rock or a tree.
Mhm.
So definitely it is a privilege and an honor that we've been chosen to be those who can experience this human experience. Wow, wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yes, Leena ji.
So Priti, Priya. Sorry.
No, I think after that was okay. Well,
Priya Reddy garu kuda.
okay. Sorry,
Sure.
I didn't see your hands.
Okay, so when you first asked me, who are you? Answer was, I am an extraordinary, powerful human being. And the other answer is, I crib a lot, I complain a lot. So yeah.
Who I am being is a complainer.
Who I am? No, when you ask now, who are you?
मैं समझ गया हूँ. When I asked you two questions, who are you?
हाँ.
And the second question was, who are you being?
So what
So
I am
your being
being
is a
more,
complainer, no?
complainer. Like-
Always finding out reasons to complain.
But
शाबाश.
both of दोनों चीजें बहुत अलग है.
I know.
Both
So आप देखते हो अपने आप को, you see yourself as wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being. That's how you see yourself. But who you are being is what? A pathetic human being
Complainer.
who's complaining all the time.
Yeah. Not in gratitude anytime.
Yeah. So who's the person who's complaining all the time? A pathetic person,
ठीक है.
दुनिया का मारा मैं बिचारी बिना सहारे. All right, thank you very much for sharing that. आपका मजाक नहीं उड़ा रहा हूँ.
I get it.
All right, who was the next person? There were three people, right? First was Priya, then
Reddy Garu.
Reddy Garu, and then Kunen Garu.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I'm a wonderful human being, soul living in this body. That's what I feel. And I think what I'm being daily is, I think I'm living as a body, not as a soul. I'm not giving much importance for my soul.
So the vehicle has taken over from the driver. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So what you're experiencing is that I'm not driving my life.
Yes.
Everybody else is. Okay, so what do you call that way of being? What name we can give to that way of being?
That is, we call it default mode.
Yeah, that's one name. What else? And in the default mode, what are we being? Helpless?
Yes, helpless. And we are going just with circumstances, not in a creative mode.
That means we are victim of circumstances also?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so very good. Thank you very much for sharing it. That's the big problem with all of us, right?
Yes.
So on the one level, we know that we are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being. But on the level of experience, who we are being is pathetic human beings,
Yes, sir.
like victims.
Yes.
Okay, good, great. Thank you very much for sharing. Yes, Kunen, what is your nugget of knowledge you want to share with us now? Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think one of the toughest question, but good to discuss in the morning. What is coming to me, sir? I am a formless, without any form, energy being right now in this body, but I have been already curated long back, and I have to go back to the place, the original place, But at this moment, in this planet Earth, I am being in this body and ensuring that I go back to my original place to my curator to ensure that I am fit to that place with all the characteristics, all the attributes, whatsoever I have been given, so that I remain as is and go back peacefully.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for sharing it. And you know what? Your creator is going to ask you that I gave you the privilege of experiencing
So
life.
that's my
as a
take,
human
but I
being.
think we can't hear you, sir. Is it my problem?
I said, when you go back to your creator, hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
No problem, Nadi.
Yeah, okay. So I said, you remember what Niti said, that we are chosen, we are privileged people to be in this human experience. And as his messenger or as a soldier over here on this planet, we were definitely sent to accomplish something, to create something, to make a new reality over here, right? So you can experience this reality like watching a film. When you watch a film or you see a cricket match, you're not involved in it, correct? You're only witnessing that match. And has he sent you here only to witness this match, or has he sent you to accomplish something is a good question to ask. So he may ask you, no? So I gave you this very unique human experience for 90 years. What have you accomplished in it? It's a valid question the creator can ask you, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So we have had a lot of sharing from a lot of people already. So one of the things that you may discover is the way you see yourself and the way you actually are being in this world may be different. Okay? So when I ask you what is the way you see yourself or who you are, it may be a false picture that you are trying to project in this world, that this is who I am. Because who you really are being is something else. So are we actually being a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being? Or we are only saying that we are? It's good to know that I'm a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being. And if I actually start being like that, remember, human being, we say. So the next question would be, what would it take? What energy, space, and consciousness will I be that I actually live as an extraordinary, wonderful, magnificent human being? And anything that is times Godzillion will I destroy and uncreate it all? Yes? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shorts, boys, poads, and beyonds. So what will it take for me to actually be the wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being that I am? Now, all of you know the distinction between doing and being, right? The way you are being is going to show up in various ways in your life. How many of you remember that session on spiritual quotient that I did with you last week? You know, at different levels of consciousness, there is a different way of being that you have, and that manifests in different life states and life situations and different type of doings that you will do because of the way that you are being, right? So at a certain level of consciousness, you will be being struggling, always making effort, more effort and less, what shall I say, results. And when you start going up in the, you start growing in consciousness, then what is showing up is more results effortlessly, well-being and results all happening together. You know, your intentions get manifested much faster and all that because your way of being has shifted. All right. So there are a lot of inputs that you have to struggle with today. Who do I think I am and who am I actually being in my life? That's one. And what energy, space, and consciousness will I be that would allow me to actually live as a wonderful, magnificent human being that I am? And anything that is times a godzillion stopping me from doing that, will I destroy and uncreate it all? If yes, then right and wrong, good and bad, poor and poor, overnight shorts, boys, co-ads and beyonds. And let that manifest itself in your life, that you actually start being a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being. So that's one side of the picture. The other side is, or the other dimension is, that if I have been blessed and given the privilege of this human experience, and the human is living on this particular plane, the what you call as the practical world or so and so, then what is your purpose here and what are you supposed to accomplish over here? So I ask you guys to please close your eyes and take one long deep breath, let go and relax. And take another long deep breath, let go and relax. And take another long deep breath, let go and relax. And take another long deep breath, let go and relax. And as you sit there, relaxing, be in the question that this privilege of being here in this body and exploring this dimension of existence and being born in this reality, what is the purpose for which I have been sent over here? Just be in that question for a little while. Maximum 2 minutes. Be in that question. Okay, very well. It is 7:15, so you can close the meeting.
Sure, sir. Pratyap ji wanted to share something for our previous question.
Yeah, but we are in the middle of an exercise right now. Can we finish the exercise first?
Okay, sir. Sorry.
Thank you. Yes. So I hope you remember the question. Everybody be in that mindful state and ask this question, that if I have been given the privilege of being born in this dimension, in this body, then what is the purpose that I'm supposed to fulfill over here? And don't think too much about it. You will get the answer instantly or you won't. Whatever comes, be in the awareness of that. All right. So who was that person who wanted to say something, Vetri?
Kuldeep ji.
Yeah, go ahead, Kuldeep ji.
Well, I feel that my answer to the first question, who am I, is that I am the one who's asking this question. And naturally, by this answer, I am not body and mind. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, there's a second part of the question also, no, sir?
Second part is that I feel that I am a seeker of truth and a learner.
So that's how you see yourself. How are you actually being in life?
Being me to learn so many things from so many people.
So are you being curious?
Yes, yes, quite.
I'm being curious. I'm awed.
Curious,
Discovery.
inquisitive, sometimes.
That's who I'm being. All right, very nice. Thank you very much.
Sir, one more thing I want to clarify. By mistake, I put this hand raised in the middle of the exercise.
That's all right. It's
I
okay.
don't know how it happened.
That's perfectly fine. No problem.
Right.
All right. Take one with this also. From there. All right. So all those who were asking that question about what's my purpose for being here. So what's the answer you're getting? So whatever comes, don't think too much about it. Just share it with us. Don't struggle with it. Don't worry about it. Right or wrong doesn't matter. Just share
Sir,
whatever.
Neeti and Reddy Garu.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So, for me, for a long time, I was getting that I need to help people, and I always thought help was free of cost. But what this exercise has brought forth is through a paid service, I would be able to help people. Help people in the sense, help people grow in their work.
Okay. So what you're getting is that you don't have to do it for free. Is that it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Because people, when they pay for something, they value it.
Mhm.
Because they will only pay as much as they value any service.
Yes, sir.
If they don't value it, they'll not pay for it.
Right, sir.
All right. Who was the next person?
Reddy Garu and Kunal.
Okay, Reddy Garu and then Kunan.
Sir, I felt that I've been sent to help people, whatever the way I can. That's all, sir.
Okay. That's very interesting. Whatever the way I can. Yeah, just remember that. All of us have to remember that. Okay. Kunan.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So for me, I have been here with a manual as well. So my purpose is to go through the manual and take action based on that, and also let other people know what is in the manual so that they also become successful as an infinite being.
Okay. That sounds good. Looks like a wonderful purpose.
Sir, this is Vetravel. I would like to share.
Yes.
Why I am here, what is the purpose of given this privilege to experience all the experiences? I just want to resonate with the answer Neeti ji said, same thing is coming for me. I feel like I am chosen, I am blessed, and I see purpose as a kind of a chosen and blessed person to rise my consciousness and also help others to rise consciousness. But when I say this, there is a small doubt comes. It is I'm saying this from my learnings, or it is actually I'm experiencing and telling. There is a small things is coming, but I'm telling it with conviction.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing it. Okay. How about others? There are
Next
many.
is Shanti. Shanti.
Yeah, Shanti.
Yes, sir. I feel that I have every right to choose my goal and I can work on my goal. And obstacles may come through other people or through situations, but I need to overcome them and achieve my goal. It may be any goal. We may have so many goals. There may be something related to finance, something related to relationship, something related to spirituality. We have to particularly choose it and do not get distracted by the obstacles. We do not get demotivated by the obstacles. We should continue and achieve that goal.
Got it. Got it. Thank you very much. You don't have to repeat it. We got it. Thank you so much.
Kuldeep ji. Hello.
Yeah.
I feel, sir, the purpose of life is expansion and expansion of happiness, happiness and expansion of happiness. And evolution is the process by which it is fulfilled.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. See, now there is a general answer, which is very right that Kuldeep ji said and Shanti ji also said. The question is, what if I'm here on a mission? Okay. What if I've been sent here with a mission? It'll be good to know if I'm on that mission or not. What's my mission here? Like I know that this is my mission, you know, what I'm working and doing with you all.
So,
Very clear. I'm aligned with my mission, what I've been sent here for, and I'm doing that. Yes, Kasa.
my dad used to keep telling me this, sir, you know, um, that you don't need to do anything. When you're just being that, it'll just show up to you. And that I'm understanding in the some recent days or in some recent time. So I can understand what he was trying to tell. First, just be. So, and as a purpose, that what I see is to make people around uh, people's lives little more easier. That's the contribution I've come for. I see.
Mission, is it? You know,
The
when you
mission is
soldier goes on a mission, it's a very specific one.
to make a life of ease and abundance. So that's what the mission.
Okay, very good. So you can ask yourself this question, am I being that in my life?
No,
Because how many people's life have made a life of ease and joy?
I'm trying to be, but I'm not being that, sir.
Yeah,
There is
so
a huge.
I get it. I get it. But that might be the case with many of us. We are so busy, you know, fighting our survival battles in life, you know,
True.
that we
I
forgot
can-
that we are here on a mission and am I creating my mission? And surprising that when you start doing that, see, when you are deviated from your mission, then nothing works.
True.
When you are back in your mission, I mean, I have experienced it several times in my life. If you're back on your purpose, you're back in fulfilling your mission, then you get every support possible from the universe.
True. True.
However, let us not, you know, condemn our life experiences, because whatever we have experienced so far, difficulties, problems, obstacles, whatever it is,
Mhm.
just a preparation for us to be back in our journey and to grow so that we can fulfill our mission.
Mhm.
And you're going to have to be here until you fulfill that mission.
Yes, sir.
So the sooner we find out what it is, and if we know what that is, then the question is, what are we doing about it?
Hmm.
If I know what my mission is, then what have I done about it? It's a good question to ask, no?
Yes, sir.
So thank you, Kasa, for sharing that. Let's listen to some people who have not spoken. We have a lot of people today.
Major wants to share.
Major Saab, okay. Major Narayanan, go ahead, please.
Sir, to me, I found this one statement, sir. Be good and do good, sir. If you do good and be good, I think your mission in life, purpose in life is been achieved.
Now, if that is your specific mission, that's fine. Be good and do good is very good
Yes,
form
sir.
to live our life, right?
Fine,
But a
sir.
good question to ask yourself, Major Saab, is ki you have life experiences have prepared you for something, right?
Correct.
I mean, rich experience that we have, especially you. Okay.
Yes.
Are you fully utilizing it? Of course, the way you're living your life is wonderful. Be good person and do good for others. Is that all that you can do? Or is there much more that person like you have been prepared, no? So when you go through a commando course, you're prepared for something, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So if you're
Yes, sir.
prepared for something, then you can wait for the opportunity so that you can utilize it. In the business of living, if life has prepared us for something, it is good to know what it is, right?
True, sir. Correct.
So if you ask yourself this question,
Got it, sir.
you are a seeker, correct? There is a
Yes,
year.
sir.
you,
Very
isn't
true,
it?
sir.
I mean, why are you attending such forums? For what? If you're already doing good and being good, somewhere inside something is telling you, okay, listen, you can do a lot more in this planet, right? So
True,
listen
sir.
to
Correct.
that voice and see what it asks you to do.
Fine, sir.
Because you are a person, I met you.
Right, sir. I will, sir.
Yeah, you are being good person, you're doing good in this world, right? But how
Yes,
much
sir.
good are you actually doing? It might be a good question to ask yourself.
Right, sir.
You might get some very
Thank you, sir.
interesting answers over there.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for sharing, sir.
Pleasure, sir.
Yeah, who next?
Satyajit.
Yeah, thank you, Din. And also, my request is there are a lot of other people also who come and only some of you speak, right? What about other people? You don't have anything to say or you don't want to say? Or you'll say after I tell you that I'm closing the meeting? All right, go ahead. Thank you, Din.
Yeah, this is a nice question. So many times we are asking this one, and I feel maybe a good father, good husband, or good human being to, serve the surroundings, not the bigger visions. Sometimes we having so many big vision. We have to do that, this. Then after a while, it will go. So we are afraid to take, as yesterday we said, the trust issues. We are afraid to take some that much of big missions. Why we should take that much of big mission sometimes? Because there is not so much of big fuel or motive. So to sustain that mission. So we feel, yeah, it's okay to being that and continue that way. I feel so. Everyone have that potential to do bigger. We are extraordinary human beings, but some small comfort zone making us not in that extraordinary, I feel.
Yep,
So,
absolutely. Very nice.
so why we should take that risk to become an extraordinary and burn our fingers? Just
That's
be in that comfort zone and enjoy that one. We feel because we are not utilizing our potential. That I feel.
Got it.
Me
Another
also.
name for that is the default mode. Are you
Yeah,
getting?
in that default mode. Yes.
So
Yeah.
what are we doing in the default mode? We are only doing survival activities, no? Food,
Yes.
shelter, clothing for me, my family, myself. That's what we are always doing. Playing the survival game. I should not lose my job. I better do better in my job, blah, blah, blah. Fine, you must do that.
Yes. That creative mode. We are afraid to put in that creative mode. Sometimes, that cruise control, there will be speed limit some places. So we just put off that cruise control. We are just putting the default mode, and whenever we record, we are raising the accelerator.
See, first of all, I congratulate you and I thank you. I'm very grateful to all of you that you come here every morning. It's very nice to hear, no, get out of default mode, get into the create mode. But are we actually allowing ourselves to do that? I mean, if you just want to do IM, you know what is I for intellectual, M is for M, figure it out. Then what's the point? Yes, Kamalji, go ahead. Now I'm able to see the hands, some of them.
Yes, good morning all. So when you say that close your eyes and think, so whenever I close in my eyes and think of my purpose, the one thing which always come in my mind is that I have to travel a lot. मेरे को घूमना बहुत है. कुछ तो भी experience करना है. And that's why मैं घूमता रहता हूँ, कहीं ना कहीं आता जाता रहता हूँ, but मेरे को और घूमना है. अब इससे मैं क्या अचीव कर पाऊंगा या क्या अचीव कर रहा हूँ ये अभी बताना मुश्किल है, बट हाँ मैं एक ही चीज मेरे दिमाग में आती है कि हाँ घूमना है, बहुत एक्सपीरियंस करना है. That's it.
So that's a starting point. अगर आप उसको सुन के आप कुछ action कर रहे हो, it's a good starting point.
Yes, there are so many places which is in my bucket list. So मैं कुछ part cover कर चुका हूँ, but now I want to explore the other part of the world also. And for that, I was taking small steps. Last year, I've make a passport for my wife and my mother. And I'm keep saying that okay, अब जरा बाहर घूमने जाएंगे, जरा बाहर घूमने जाएंगे. So it's happening.
Yeah, Kamalji, it might be a good question for you to ask yourself, what is my mission on this planet?
I think one of the mission is to roam and other is to help people. It's always there in my mind. But yes, I'm not doing much more about it, especially for the old
So
people.
don't
But
be in a hurry to get
Ah.
the answer to this question. Be in this question for a few days. What is
Mhm.
my mission? You see what all shows up, yeah?
Hmm.
Sometimes, we jump to conclusion very quickly.
Mhm.
The first one which comes, second one which we get, we say, this is what. So be in the question for a few days and see what comes up.
Mhm.
You're getting some pointer already, right?
Mhm.
It's an indication, but you be in this question for a while, ask again and again. Whenever you are meditating, put that question towards the end of it. आप डेली विपश्यना कर रहे हो ना आजकल?
हाँ, थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस चलाते हैं
हाँ, तो जब
10-15
आप
मिनट तक।
करते हो तो at the end of it वो डालो, what's my mission? मेरे को आपने यहाँ पे क्यों भेजा है?
बट अगर मेरे जहन में बार बार ये थॉट आता है, कभी भी मैं आंखें क्लोज करूं और मेरे एक्शंस भी, अगर मैं टीवी चैनल भी देख रहा हूँ, तो ट्रैवल एक्स भी देख रहा हूँ या कुछ ऐसी चीज देख रहा हूँ विच इज रिलेटेड टू ट्रैवल, बट हाँ, सब कुछ तो भी इंडिकेशंस हो रहे हैं, बट शायद क्लियरली फिगर आउट नहीं हो रहा है कि क्यों
आ जाएगा,
all the things are coming.
आ जाएगा
Okay.
कमल।
हाँ, I need to think on that.
जब आप 10 दिन बैठे थे ना, 8 दिन वहां पर विपश्यना में,
हाँ हाँ
पे भी कुछ आए होंगे सिग्नल्स जो आपने
Yes.
शायद इग्नोर किए हैं। But be in the question. This is wonderful because sometimes people spend their whole life and they don't find it out.
Correct.
Beautiful. Whatever you are doing today, it's a part of your journey. I'm very clear on that. जब मैं अपनी जिंदगी को देखता हूँ, whatever has happened, I'm very clear that it has prepared me for what is to come. अभी तक जो हमने अनुभव किया है लाइफ में, it's because we are supposed to experience it. It is preparing us. You can ask Major Saab that when he was going through rigorous army training, it was not comfortable. He was not liking it at that moment, but it certainly prepared him for what was coming in the future. Likewise, we are also going through our own commando training every day. It is preparing us for the future.
Maybe. Correct.
So we will be in the question. Let's find out. अभी तो जो आ रहा है वो अच्छा है. Let us not discredit that. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, Hasina ji, go ahead.
Yeah, sir, what comes to my mind is I'm always looking for helping others in any small.
Yeah, please unmute yourself.
I'm only looking for helping others in
Okay.
any small way or big way. Big way, of course, I haven't done much, but in small ways, I'm always looking where I can help. That answer I have got.
Yeah, and who's stopping you from doing in a big way also?
No, I haven't done in a big way. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you haven't done, doesn't mean you can't do it now.
Yes, I can.
So being the question, you may get some more interesting answers. Definitely, maybe in the
Okay,
end of helping others.
Okay, right, sir.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you so much.
Hi,
Hi.
can I add something? This is a good question. All are seeking. I think majority are not seeking in the survival mode, 99%. But still, for basically we get that we as a human being, might be the first we have a responsibility towards the Creator, maybe Almighty God, or most of the thing people are thinking, and we'll become a son or father or a brother, like that. Basic surroundings. This all are the thing. Above that, beyond that, I feel we need some extra pressure or extra some inserts from somewhere that consume moment or something. So how will keep in that fire? That fire should be there. One ignition should be there. Then it should keep moving, keep pushing. So
Either
it
you
is
yourself or the Creator will push you to do it. Then you won't like it when He pushes you. See,
Yeah,
what does he do? He will push you out of your comfort zone. He will create something in your life which you are not going to like very much. Because we never like it when we get shaken out of the complacency that we are in. See, we are so used to the life that we have created. We feel so safe and secure in that. And we are so afraid of losing that security. Okay? That is why we are stuck in the survival mode. Na? See, even for me to travel and come over here, where I am today, on my holiday, I would have avoided it so far, you know. But I was willing to put up with it so I can have this pleasure of being in this place. Same things will stop us everywhere. Thank you, Tekudin, for sharing it. The benefit of being in this forum is you can remind yourself, okay, hello, am I creating anything? Or am I just living in my default mode forever? You know, even small things like making a commitment and sticking to it, we cannot do that. I'd like to do it, but you know, more important things have come up now, I can't do it. So always some important things will come up. Okay, so anybody else? No, all right. So Kuldeep ji, let us listen to a share from you and then we listen to a share from our share and then we will continue to close the session today. So first Kuldeep ji, then Kunen ji, and then End ji. That is all the G's we will have for today, ji. Okay ji, Kuldeep ji, please go ahead.
कहते हैं कि जिंदगी तो सबके लिए वही रंगीन किताब है। जिंदगी तो सबके लिए वही रंगीन किताब है। फर्क सिर्फ इतना है, किसी ने हर पन्ने को दिल से पढ़ा है और किसी ने बस पन्ने पलट लिए।
Wow, I'd love to translate that.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's life is a beautiful picture book full of colors. The difference only is that some people have read each page completely and there are other people who simply skim the pages. Beautiful. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And Kunen ji.
बहुत अच्छा शेयर है कुलदीप सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
जनाब, मैंने जो अर्ज किया है, हाँ, आज तो आपने हिला दिया। अर्ज किया जनाब के अपनी मर्जी से कहाँ अपने सफर के हम हैं। तवज्जो चाहूंगा कुलदीप सर के अपनी मर्जी से कहाँ अपने सफर के हम हैं, रुख हवाओं का जिधर है उधर के हम हैं।
वाह
वाह।
और अर्ज किया है कि जिस्म से रूह तक अपने कई आलम हैं, कई दुनिया है। जिस्म से रूह तक अपने कई आलम हैं, कभी धरती के कभी चांद नगर के हम हैं। कभी धरती के कभी चांद नगर के हम हैं। और लास्ट में अर्ज किया है कि पहले हर चीज थी अपनी मगर अब लगता है, पहले हर चीज थी अपनी मगर अब लगता है अपने ही घर में किसी दूसरे घर के हम हैं।
गुड, बहुत अच्छे।
Thank you, sir. Back to you.
Thank you. You know what? I don't have a share for you, but you know, considering today's topic, there's something which inspired me in 1982 to start doing what I'm doing. So I just want to share it with you. And this is by George Bernard Shaw, you know, and the guy said, this is a true joy in life. The being used for a purpose recognized as a mighty one. The being a force of nature rather than a feverish, selfish little clod full of grievances and ailments, complaining that the life does not devote itself to making me happy. My life is not a brief candle for me. It is a splendid torch, mashal, and I shall make it burn as brightly as possible before I pass it on to future generation. You know, when I heard this, I discovered my mission on this planet. So guys, have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself. Be blessed. Be happy. God bless you. And see you tomorrow morning. Session of empowering. Bye-bye.
Sir, can you share this on the group, sir?
Which one?
The Bernard Shahs.
I have shared that. No problem.
Thank you, sir. Have a great.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Stay safe and stay
Thank you.
blessed all.
Thank you.